Okay, let's continue our project of building a simple vector map application. Before we start our coding job, we have to do some preparations. At first, we need to install VS IDE for the development environment. Then you need to find some map data from the internet. I will show you how to do that in this video. At last, we need to talk about how to install QGIS and save the sample map data using text file format. I think the text file format is readable and it's appropriate for a tutorial video like this. So let's start. At first, you have to install your Visual Studio Develop IDE, and you can download it from visualstudio.microsoft.com. Just choose VS IDE here. I'm using a Windows operating system, so I will choose download for Windows, and I'm using Community 2017 here. It's free to use, but I think you have to register an account at first. So as you can see, this is the developing IDE I have installed. And here we are talking about building a Windows Forms application using C#. So I don't want to talk much about installing this IDE. I think it's a simple task to do. Then I'll introduce you how to get some free map data from the internet. And this is the OpenStreetMap organization website. And at first, I want to say I'm sorry because I'm using an Chinese operating system, and maybe the default care set makes the browser to send me in this Chinese environment, but we just need to click here. I think maybe in your system it means export or extract. Click here, and you'll find OSM planet. So okay, finally we have a English document. So here we can find the extracts and the mirrors. So click this link, several periodic extracts. Many websites provides OpenStreet maps, and we need to find this site, download.bbbike.org. Click. So here we can say download a ready extract of more than 200 areas worldwide. Click this link. And finally, we've got to the download page. And you can just direct using this URL, download.bbbike.org, OSM bbbike. So we'll choose map to download. Brugg, that's the example map data we will use in our project. And I want to make sure you download the shapefile S3 here. So just click the shapefile and download it. It's a zip file. As you can see, blug.osm.shp.zip. unzip it. And I'll put it on in the C driver. Okay, it's our sample map data. Then we come to the most important part of today's video. We need to download and install QGIS software. At first, we visit QGIS website. Click Download Now. Download now. And I think most of us are using 64-bit operating system, so I will choose 64 bits for my computer. And we don't need any very cool, very new features of this software, so the long-term release repository version is okay. So this is the file we need to download. And after that, you just click and install this software. And the install procedure is very simple. You just accept what you need to accept and answer yes. Use the default setting. When you finish your installation, you will find a new folder appear on your desktop. It's QGIS 2.18. Click and open it. You will find many links to start the software. We use this QGIS desktop 2.18.26. Double click. The software is starting. Okay, this is the software we will use to handle our map data. So at first, make sure maybe you don't have the recent projects here, it's okay, but make sure you have a browser panel and the layers panel on the left. If you don't, just click view panels and make sure you choose layers panel and browser panel. So in the browser panel, we navigate to the map date we have just unzipped and copied to the C driver, blug.osm.shape. Click, click. Okay, this is a shape folder. Click. And there are a bunch of shape files here. So this is the map files we will use, and we will choose something to save them to text file format and use in our own vector map project. At first, we choose natural.shape. Double click. Click pen map. And this is the map we will use. As you can see, you can move the map and use the mouse wheel to zoom out and zoom in. And on the layers panel, you have this map layer. I think map layer is just a map. As you can see, it's a map. Actually, I think it's a collection of features. And when we talk about features, I think a feature is an real-world object or an aspect of a real-world object. And a layer is a collection of some features. So let's right-click natural. We can say open attribute table. So it's map data attribute table. You can, for example, you can choose this one. It has an ID and it has name. So it also has type. So it means this feature in this layer is a park. You can click this button, zoom map to the select rows. Okay, this is the feature's position in this map layer. Okay, close. Ctrl Shift A to deselect. Okay, this layer we will use in our own map projects. Yes. So you can change the style. For example, we change the color into pink. Okay. Then we will choose the roads. And as you can see, this layer is a collection of features of roads, and the roads usually are lines, and the natural they are polygon. So we can see actually, for example, this is natural layer. We just click general, and I'm sorry, metadata, and this is the properties. Just you can see some information, some meta information, and this line. Geometry type of the features in this layer is polygon, and for the roads layer, it's line. Line. Geometry type of the features in this layer is line. I think it's easy to understand. So there are three main types of map layers in the GIS system. And this is the line, this is the polygon, and the places. And look, this is the point. This is point. And the Z level of all these layers, you can adjust that. For example, you put the roads on the bottom, and then you put the natural in the middle, and you put the places on the top. So these points will not be covered by roads. Look, if you put a roads layer on the top, the places features and the natural features will be covered by the roads. So we put the roads on the bottom. Okay. And for the point layer places, we can see the properties and labels. Yeah, we don't have the labels. Usually we need to display the labels for some places. So we click labels, and we choose rule-based labeling. Add a rule. Here are labels. Label with name. Okay. Then it's the font type. We can use Arial, and the size 20, big size. So the style, okay, the Chinese characters again. Okay, we choose this. It means bold and italic. Click OK. Click OK. Now we have the name labeled. on every point. So the points color can also be changed. Simple marker color, we use red. Okay. Yeah. So, so this is a map. Just looks like our own project. Yeah. So, these are all three layers, and now we need to save them as text files. So we can use map data in our own map program. At first, you click Places, right-click Places. You choose Save As. In this dialog, make sure the format is map.info.mif. Map.info.mif. File name. Okay, I'll put it in driver E. Let's check it. Okay, one MIF file and one MID file. So let's do that to the natural layer. Save as, and roads layer. So the software automatically added the layers we save as into the layers panel because they are same as our original three layers. We can delete them. Remove. Then we save it. Maybe we need to come back and see the effect later. Save. Just give a name. Okay, at last we examine the text format map file we've just saved. This is a MIF file, natural MIF. Double click using the WordPad to open. You can say this is some header information, and this regions means it's a polygon. 60 the polygon has 60 points, and you can see the first points is 3.22 something, 15 1.19 something, and the last one oh okay, we come here. Let's see a smaller region. Okay, it's a smaller region. Region 1, we have 16 points, and we've noticed that the first point and the last point, they have the same latitude and longitude position, it means it's a closed polygon. And we open the MID file. So the MID file actually is a copy of the properties dataset. So this is the first line, and it's the ID and the park name and the type park. So this means it's the properties of this polygon. Of the polygon of region 1 of region 1. Region 1. There are many polygons in this file. So if you have actually how many regions you have in your data file, you will find how many lines here to describe the information, the extra information of the region. So they have the same number. Okay, I think this is the thing I want to show you in today's video. And in the next video, we will start our coding job. Thank you. See you later.